Relationship connection, 3 choices that make or break it. Part 2. Turning away response. The third option is the worst of all. Emotional starvation is gut-wrenching. Feeling emotionally neglected creates pain and panic. At least you get a response with option 2, but when your partner turns away, you feel as if your partner couldn't care less about what you are feeling. Neglect murders love. Turning away responses. 1. Pretending to read the newspaper. 2. Picks up the phone to read emails. 3. Leaves the room. When the person you have entrusted with your deepest vulnerabilities is unavailable or unresponsive to a deep-seated need, the result is anger, panic, and loneliness. When our partners don't turn towards our bids for connection, we are wired to protest the emotional connection. Our first instinct is to reconnect with our partners and soothe our deepest fears. Protesting emotional disconnection. When our partners turn towards our bids for a relationship connection, we recognize that they are responsive and are emotionally connected to us. As a result, our attachment anxiety is soothed because we feel safe and secure in our bond. According to the dependency paradox, the safe haven of a secure attachment gives us the security to focus our attention outside of the relationship. When our partners turn away or against our bids for connection, we feel that they are unresponsive to our needs. As a result, our attachment alarm goes off in the shape of insecurity. We unconsciously utilize protest behavior to try and reconnect with our partners. Or we disconnect more to protect ourselves. 1. We become demanding and clingy in hopes of receiving comfort and reassurance from our partners. Anxious partners typically use indirect cries for help, or demand something which feels very negative to their partner. The motivation under this behavior is to see if our partner is there for us and wants to be with us. We withdraw from the relationship to create space, so we can protect ourselves from being rejected and can calm down. We do this to numb our overwhelming emotions, so we can get them under control. This also prevents us from becoming engulfed by the relationship with our partners, which may have been devastating in prior relationships. Protest behavior is an indicator that your primal attachment needs are not being met. Examples of protest behavior: excessive attempts to re-establish contact, calling or texting multiple times in a row, waiting for a phone call, loitering by your partner's workplace in hopes of running into them, withdrawing, going emotionally numb, leaving, turning your back, talking on the phone and ignoring your partner, keeping score, paying attention to how long it took them to respond and waiting just as long to respond to them, waiting for them to make the first move to make up, acting hostile, rolling eyes, angry outbursts, looking away, walking out in the middle of a conversation, shouting, manipulations, acting busy when you're not, pretending to be unapproachable, ignoring phone calls, saying you have plans when you don't, waiting for your partner to rescue you, threatening to leave, ultimatums: if you don't stop or start doing or being underscore, then bad things will happen, making partner feel jealous, making plans to see an ex or going to a singles bar, telling your partner about someone who hit on you in an attempt to make them jealous and insecure. Recognizing your protest behavior is an easy way to notice when you have an unmet attachment need. With this realization, you can make a bid that helps your partner meet your need, rather than withdrawing or demanding something from them. If your protests feel like they don't affect your partner, you will eventually stop protesting and will emotionally withdraw as well. Instead of being in love, you feel like two ships passing in the night. You are responsible for your relationship connection. You are responsible for getting your attachment needs met, as well as meeting your partner's attachment needs. Being responsible in your relationship means being open and responsive, both emotionally and physically, to your partner's bids for emotional connection. How you are going to respond is your choice. You can turn towards, or turn away, or against. You are also responsible to ask for what you need in a way that invites your partner to meet that need. Being responsible to your partner. There are 4 obstacles to noticing your partner's bids for connection. 1. Mindlessness. Couples often miss bids out of mindlessness, not malice. Just being aware how subtle these bids are, and how vital they are to creating a passionate and healthy relationship can make a big difference in how partners emotionally connect. 2. Bid wrapped in a negative emotion. Bids can be positive, and as you've seen with protest behavior, bids can be negative as well. Negative bids often cause us to react negatively and miss the hidden plea for connection. For example, Stephanie says to her husband James, "It would never occur to you to load the dishwasher, would it?" As a result, James misses her bid, "Please load the dishwasher." He only hears criticism. So it makes sense when he responds defensively by saying, "Like you ever fill up the gas tank in the car?" His response is only escalating the argument. What if James responded by saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'll do it," and then loaded the dishwasher? He'd probably score major brownie points and earn a guilty smile from his wife, who would realize that her harsh comment was uncalled for. Before you reply defensively to your partner, pause for a moment and search for a bid underneath your partner's difficult words. Then focus on the bid, not the delivery. You can say, "I want to respond positively to what you said, so can you please let me know what you need from me? I want to know." That phrase is a powerful way to demonstrate you are responsive and responsible to your partner's needs. If bids laced with criticism are a habit in your relationship, and negativity is blocking the bids, work on softening how you start your conversations. 3. Missing the bid in protest behavior. When my partner back in college called me 34 times in one night, I dismissed her bid for connection, and the opportunity to hear what she really needed, the emotional security that I was there for her. If I were to experience this again, I would slow down and ask my partner what her fear is. This would uncover her attachment need, so I could soothe her and work with her, to provide her the reassurance she needed to trust that I wasn't going to abandon her. When your partner protests, don't call them crazy. Don't call them a selfish jerk for withdrawing, but instead, ask what is going underneath their behavior, to uncover their hidden need. 4. Tech neglect. Because we are available via email and text during non-work hours, and constantly check social media, many of us have developed a sort of addiction in being distracted. Our intimate relationships suffer because we are deprived of being aware and available to respond to each other. For couples that really struggle with this, I've found creating a designated, no tech, all connection time really helps turn things around. Helping your partner be responsible to your needs. How you express your needs determines how your partner may meet your needs. Anxious lover. If you are an anxious lover who has trouble expressing your needs, working to be direct and openly express yourself will not be easy. But it's necessary to creating the relationship you want. As Rosenberg, author of Nonviolent Communication, says, if we don't value our needs, others may not either. To achieve lasting love and a deeper relationship connection, you have to tune into your deepest needs and longings, and be able to honestly communicate them with your partner, in a non-attacking and non-demanding way. Anxious lovers often make demands of their partners or use ultimatums to control them. This kind of behavior gives our partner two options, to rebel or surrender. As a result, the relationship fills with resentment, rather than your partner willingly meeting your needs. Learning how to express yourself in a healthy and honest way is vital to changing the toxic dynamics in your relationship. Our attachment needs and fears are hidden agendas that dictate our behavior, but rarely are they truly acknowledged. By intentionally acknowledging our needs, we can actively shape the love in our relationship that we so badly need.